Hey, the king is back, and today we got a prediction for UFC 96 Vegas, Caio Borralho versus Cannonier. Now, I've actually never got a prediction wrong in my entire life, ever since I was a wee little boy. Not a single time have I got a prediction wrong. So, if you want to lock a bet in, trust me, I'm locked in, gonna make some money, never got a prediction wrong, it ain't starting now. Let's go down to the first fight, which is Josanna Nunez versus Jacqueline Cavalcante. Okay, so first of all, look how Nunez is built and tell me she isn't winning this fight. Look how she is built. She's 5'2", zero neck, just massive skull, and she's a woman who gets finishes. She has 7 KOs. And that matters in women's MMA. If you can get KOs, if you can get finishes, that tells me a lot about you. Now, the other woman has only had one fight in the UFC, which was about a year ago now, so also inactive. I'm going Nunez in this one. Lock it in. Then for the next fight, we got James, I ain't even going to try to pronounce his second name, versus Borralho. So, everyone raves on about Borralho striking. It is not translated in the UFC at all. In his last fight, he got knocked down by Chase Super and got absolutely dominated. It was bad. It was really fucking bad. And Chase Super is the next Charles Oliveira, as everyone knows. He's the American Charles Oliveira. But I'm sorry, I can't see that performance out of you. And pick you, and you're 7-4. Like, Borralho has 0 takedown defense. His striking hasn't translated really at all. I got 0 faith in him. I'm going with James, whatever your name is. Then, no, yo, look at this guy. Why is he posed like that? I didn't even mean to click on him. Bit pudgy. But anyway, let me get off the bro. I did not mean to click on you. But what he's got, it's against me. It knows I'm gonna get the picks wrong, so my computer's trying to go against me. Piece of shit. Anyway, okay, so considering this guy doesn't exist, 0 height, 0 reach, 0 leg reach, I think this is very clearly gonna be won by Zachary Reese. He's literally fighting nobody. He doesn't exist. Very easy pick. I don't know how that fight's gonna work, but shit, I mean, more power to you. Then we got Dennis Bazooka versus Danny Silva. Now, Dennis Bazooka, in my opinion, is not very good. In his last fight, it was a very entertaining fight, but he just didn't look good at all. Fundamentals weren't there, lots of mistakes, very sloppy. That's not someone I have faith in. And Danny Silva has a win over Josh Coolbar, and I think Josh Coolbar's decent. He just lost, but I personally thought he won the fight. And Josh Coolbar is a decent, unranked featherweight / bantamweight. So I'm going to go Danny Silva here. There's not much to go off, except from the fact that I watched Dennis Bazooka's last fight, and even though he won, it wasn't a great performance at all. It's shown real, no potential, for being completely honest. And Danny Silva has a decent win in my opinion. He's also on a 3-fight win streak. So I'm going Danny Silva in this fight. Then next up we got Gerald Meerschaert versus Edmen Shahbazyan. Okay, I don't think Edmen Shahbazyan is really going to be anything in the UFC. He's very young. He's probably 26 at this point. I remember a few years ago, he wanted to be the youngest champ ever. Didn't pan out. He's fighting Gerald Meerschaert, who's a very decent veteran. But the thing is, Edmen Shahbazyan, I think he can get past the Gerald Meerschaert, even though I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he's great at all, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think he'll be much. I think he'll be lucky to get near the top 10, if I'm honest with you. But I think he can get past the GM3. GM3 has that in him, to get, I'm not going to say lucky or fluky, but to be losing a fight and then kind of scramble a win in that. Edmen Shahbazyan did that in his last fight, he nearly got KO'd. But I just don't even though I don't think Edmund Shabazian's that good, I feel like he can get past the GM3. But I won't be surprised if he loses. But if you ask me to bet on it, I'm picking Edmund Shabazian. Purely due to the fact he's younger, he's hungrier, he's quicker, he's more explosive. Even though he's not very quick, I don't think he's very smart either. I'm shitting on Edmund Shabazian here, but I am picking him. So, but I won't be surprised if GM3 wins. Next fight, we got... No, I'm not clicking on you, okay? Fuck off. We got Michael Morales versus Neil Magny. So I got some thoughts on this one. UFC website is glitching again. Fix your fucking website. So your website's glitching again. Fix your fucking website. So Neil Magny versus Michael Morales. Neil Magny fans somehow exist. Listen, Neil Magny, gatekeeper. If you beat him, you're at least somewhat decent. You can at least squeak in the top 10. I think Michael Morales is good. I think he's good enough to get past Neil Magny. I think Michael Morales is very talented. I think he's a top 10 prospect in the UFC. He's very young. He's very powerful. He's relatively fast. Has a relatively good gas tank. Has very long reach. I mean, it's slightly shorter than Neil Magny's, but Neil Magny doesn't really use his reach. I think Michael Morales is by far the more skilled fighter with the more athleticism in every single way. I'm expecting a landslide victory here. Maybe not a finish because you know Neil Magny is a crafty vet. He's a crafty vet, and I mean maybe he can get out of here without getting finished. Michael Morales has quite a lot of finishes. He has like 12, something like that. And like I said, I think he's very good. I think he'll beat Neil Magny. I'm either saying a late round 3 stoppage or 30-27 decision. I think he's definitely good enough to get past a Neil Magny, okay? He ain't gonna get throat checked by Neil Magny. He's at least gonna get into the top 15. But then we got... Okay, what the fuck is this order, by the way? Why are these guys above Michael Morales and Neil Magny? And why won't their shit open? Your website sucks, UFC. Your website sucks, okay? Fix your fucking website. Oh. Okay, so I went on both these guys' profiles, and the UFC ain't showing shit. Apparently they're both 0-0, 0 reach, 0 height, 0 whatever the fuck. So, fuck you, UFC. Fix your shit, okay? I'm trying to make some highly educational content right now, and you're fucking it up for me. And now, we move on to this fight, because the UFC's fucking bugging. I can't do shit about it. So we got Angela Hill versus Tabitha Rich. Now, Angela Hill has a habit of losing very close decisions. But I think she's a level above Tabitha Ricci. I don't think Tabitha Ricci's that good. I feel like she's being given this because the division is just like shallow, even though it's the best women's division. And also because like she's relatively attractive and she's dating that Irish boxer who like Dana's like fucking new boy toy, who's trying to promote on UFC's page, who everyone gets pissed off. Callum Walsh, that's his name, who everyone gets pissed off about. He's as annoying as like Power Slap being promoted on the UFC's page. But I don't think she's that good. I don't think she'll get past Angela Hill. I think it'll be 29-28 Angela Hill because, you know, Angela Hill can't help but have a close decision. It's in her blood. She has to do it. She can't just clearly win a fight. But I just don't think Tabitha Ricci's that good. If I'm being completely honest with you, I just don't think she's very good at all. I think she'll be a mainstay in the kind of 10 to 15 range for a while because she's like relatively young. She's in her 20s. But I think this is going to be not easy, but I think this is going to be a fraud check in the sense of proving Tabitha Ricci just ain't really shit and she ain't going to be shit. But then we move on to the main event. This is a passing of the guard fight, okay? I think Jared Cannonier has not fell off a cliff. I don't think Jared Cannonier is bad at all. But the man is 40 years of age. Okay, he's probably so demotivated right now as well because he got scammed in his last fight. It's bullshit stoppage. I also think Caio Borralho is really good and he's at the best gym in MMA right now. I think he's hungry. I think he's young. I think he's also just very good. I think he has some really dog shit tattoos, but that's not relevant. I think this is a passing of the guard fight. I think this is just the young up and comer is going to beat the old veteran. And even if this was a Jared Cannonier like 2-3 years ago, I mean, Caio Borralho, in my opinion, I don't know if I'd pick him. But yeah, I think he still have a very good chance because I just think he is a very skilled fighter. But I think what this is going to come down to is the age. I think it's going to come down to the new up and comer, hungry guy taking out the vet, which 70% of the time when a fight like this gets made, that's what happens. That is the outcome that happens. That is what comes true. I think Caio Borralho is going to beat Jared. I think Caio Borralho is going to beat Jared Cannonier and get in the top 5. Caio's very great. He's very dangerous. He's got great finishing ability. He hunts for the finish. He ain't just going to pity patter his way to a decision, which Jared Cannonier, even though he does have God-given power, doesn't use it and doesn't hunt for a finish. He's very content on winning the decision, which I think over 5 rounds, I think Caio Borralho is going to put his pace on. I don't think he's going to let it be a pity-patter fight, just kickboxing from range. I think he's going to put the pressure on. I think he's going to break down Jared Cannonier. I can see a 3rd or 4th round stoppage. And if not, I'm seeing Jared Cannonier winning the first 2 rounds and Caio Borralho winning 3, 4, and 5. But anyway, lock in everything that I said. Put it on your parlay. It's going to come true. I can guarantee you that. And I'm out.